Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't.
free. No, this is.
See, I wouldn't have done all that. Noah, good thing you're here. Broadcasting and.
When you're done, just hit exit.
Yeah.
And turn on power strip, you're set.
Oh, okay, good. Did you hear that, Beth?
You have a great start.
Turn off the power button.
Hey,
You guys are all set.
okay, thank you.
You bet.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, no, but it's.
Okay, hi, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Very good, thank you. I'm not going to read the public notice because we did that at the first meeting, but I will swear you in, all right? After I read the passage, then all you have to say is I do. I hereby swear that the evidence I give and the cause under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury. I do.
I do.
I do.
Thank you. All right, when we left off at this meeting last time, there seemed,
I don't mean to interrupt you,
No.
but they should also be sworn in.
oh, okay,
I'm assuming they're going to be speaking.
yeah.
I do.
I do.
Okay, very good. Okay, thank you.
Where are you going on your honeymoon?
Somewhere warm.
Okay, they don't look happy. So let's get to the point. Regarding your garage, I take it the gentleman that's on the screen is your neighbor,
That's right.
okay? And do you have anything to say on behalf of Mr. Meckler?
No, it's we communicate all the time throughout the course of the year, and this is something that has been talked about for quite some time now, well over a year.
Okay,
And I never had a problem with it. So I just wanted to be here to support him.
oh, very good, thank you. All right, zoning administrator Beth, when we went through this before, Mr. Brooks and so forth, I think there was a misunderstanding regarding the placement of the concrete versus the setbacks.
Yeah, so, I spoke with Dr. Meckler. I was writing down, looking at the back. He phoned me on August 26th. And we spoke a few times about what was going to happen. And that's why he sent in $400 because because he knew it would be 150 for the permit and 250 to go to the DRB. So when the application was received on 9/5, it was sent with $400. Again, we spoke multiple times before the application was even sent. Also, I spoke with why is that?
Key processing devices rebooting.
I know, the screen went blank.
I lost the melon as well.
Yeah, you look good.
Hanging in there, buddy. It's it's very, very painful even to this day. Very sore, very sore.
Yeah. Is that thrush better?
Oh yeah. Thank God that
Yeah.
they changed up the medicine on that and that went right away.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. That could be
Oh,
nasty.
it was unreal. And the ride home from Boston.
Okay.
Oh, here we are.
Okay, here we go.
We're back.
We've returned. So again, Dr. Meckler and I spoke a couple of times prior to him even putting in a permit. And then even, I believe I spoke with Mr. Bond, but he even wrote his date for a letter was 9/6, September 6th. So that was,
We've never spoke. I just wrote
Okay.
that letter as a follow-up in support. I wasn't,
Okay.
it's something that we had discussed far before that.
right. So before it was even sent to the DRB, I had his permit and Mr. Bond's his letter. So just to throw that out there. So when it came down to the concrete, because it was my understanding, and even on the proposed start date for the permit, it was not going to happen until May of 2025, the actual building process. So when it came to the concrete, I spoke with both Dr. Meckler and Mr. Brooks. You would attest to that. Something about you were already there.
Yes,
doing,
because the end of his road was washed out. We had to
Right.
fix that, put a culvert in while we was there. So we wouldn't have to pay for moving a
Mhm.
second time.
Okay.
right. And as I spoke with both of them, and this has been certainly a discussion that has been had with the planning commission with Joel. I even sent an email to Allison Lowe, who's ahead of the MVDA.
Mhm.
It has always been my understanding that if you're just putting concrete down, you don't need a permit. And so this is now arise quite a few bits of conversation, even with the planning board.
Mhm.
I mean, Mark Valencourt was saying, no, you don't. Some are saying, yes, you do. So even now, like the planning commission we're really looking at, do you need a permit to pour concrete? Like just a slab?
Mhm.
So I said, I am not the DRB building a garage. It will be I would assume, I would hope that they would approve a permit, but it could be my fault, my error is that if you want to pour concrete, you can. And that's always been my understanding.
Right. Usually what happens with the DRB, we get a request for something like Mr. Meckler's garage, okay? And what we ask for is a drawing of where it is and then where the setbacks are.
Right,
And that determines if it comes to us or not.
right. We knew that.
Okay, but he didn't meet the setbacks.
But that's what I'm saying, like, to pour concrete, can you pour concrete without a permit?
I guess you can't because he didn't meet the setbacks.
But that's one of the things that's now up in quite a topic in the planning commission
Mhm.
right now,
Okay.
is because people pour concrete, don't meet setbacks, like
Mhm.
say they're pouring something for their RV.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
they
yeah,
don't
we
meet.
understand that.
So
Sure.
that's why when I spoke with Mr. Brooks and Dr. Meckler, I said, it has been my understanding
Mhm.
that you can pour concrete, and you don't need a permit. So it's irrelevant technically. But I said the garage portion is a DRB thing. It has nothing, building a garage is referred to the DRB. So that's why the concrete was poured. And that was obviously could be my error, or again, it may not be. Because we're waiting on the NVDA for more guidance on concrete issues.
Right. Okay, and that's all well and good, but for our bylaws right now, that garage is sitting in a restricted area because it doesn't meet the setbacks. However, Mr. Miller, is that his name?
Meckler.
Meckler, yeah, I know, but his neighbor there,
Bond.
yes, has no objections to this.
Right.
Not at all. I mean, it's literally, it's right on my property line.
Mhm.
And it's far enough away from the line, blocked by a row of trees anyways.
Yep.
And we're literally the only two people probably on the planet, aside from driving down 105, that will ever even get a glimpse of it.
Okay, correct. I agree. Only thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to make sure, and I'm quite sure Beth is going to follow up on this, is the fact that if you're going to pour concrete in the future, you should come to us, if it meets the setbacks. If it
Yeah.
doesn't meet the setbacks, it should come to us.
Right.
That's all. That was our whole point here.
Sure.
Right.
And I'm quite sure we'll move forward. We're going to go into a deliberation session, and I think we'll come up with an answer that will be favorable to Mr. Meckler's opinion, and we'll resolve this issue. But again, if Mr. Meckler is going to build something else on his property, I would wish he would draw it up and put the property line so we would know how far away he is. And if he needed 5 feet, that would be easy to look at and see. And the fact that he's got somebody who is not going to argue with the point of building a garage, that's an issue.
Yeah. Well, it's good for everybody on the call to know. So now I know that as well. Not that I plan on building anything in the near term.
Right, I know, but please keep it in mind.
Oh yeah.
What we're going to do now is we're going to make a motion to go into our deliberation session. We'll say goodbye And what happens, well, Marilyn will send out a notice to Mr. Meckler there and Mr. Brooks regarding our decision.
Sounds great.
Okay?
All right, have a good day, everybody.
Yep, you too now.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Oh, yeah, I can do all that.
You can stay, but Mr. Brooks.
Well, that's not very nice.
I know.
Right.
Very social.
And this Zoom?
Yes,
Okay.
And how
Okay.
will I be
Bye.
notified about it? The
in the
delivery?
mail. Yeah, in the
In the
mail.
mail?
You'll be in about what?
Just a matter of a few days.
Yeah, a few days.
Okay,
Okay,
okay. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.